Taya. Today's flow is a calmer flow, not too much of an exercise, but it's not too gentle. It's a nice full body flow, but what I really liked about it is at the end we have a nice 5 to 8 minute meditation, which felt really good for me. Today in my oil diffuser I have clary sage, which is really good for calming the mind, and it's good for any stress relief or anxiety relief. I use that a lot to meditate and to do yoga with. I also have lemongrass. Lemongrass is a really good antifungal, antibacterial oil. What I've been using it for lately is it's also a really good insect repellent. So we're starting to get mosquitoes and flies and also ants. I've noticed that ants don't like the smell of this either. So it's been really good, and it smells really good. So I use the clary sage and the lemongrass mix today. It's really good, really calming. And yeah, I have my little assistant Zola. Let's get started. Today we are going to start in a standing position. So we're going to come to the edge of our mat, and we're going to bend our knees and bring our legs up. Breathe in. And breathe out, bend your elbows, bend your knees, bring your arms all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. Bring your hands together, down to your heart. Exhale. Take 2 deep breaths. Bring your hands down to your side, palms facing out. Go and breathe in, bend your knees, hands all the way up. Turn your palms facing down and bring your hands down. Now you're going to walk your hands out, right under your shoulders. Your knees are hovering over the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower your knees. Breathe in, lift your knees. Breathe out, lower. Now we're going to come to a crisscross seated position. Both hands on both shoulders. And we're going to breathe in, lift up. Exhale down. Breathe in, up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Now we're going to bring our right hand to our left knee. Our left hand right behind our back, in the middle of where your butt is. And you're going to look over your shoulder and feel that twist. Breathe in. Baby, come here. She's knocking on the door. Baby. And we're going to switch. Left hand comes to right knee. Right hand comes right behind our butts. And look over your shoulder. Inhale. And come back forward. Hands on both knees. and pull in your knees while your chest, imagine someone is pulling your chest up towards the sky, and look slightly up. Breathe in. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to come back to all fours. We're going to tuck our toes, send our hips back, stretching our toes. And now we are going to bring our feet up and out to the side and sit down. So your butt should be directly on the floor. Your feet should be by your sides. Hero pose. Put your hands on your knees, sit up straight. Exhale. Now what I like to do in hero pose is just take my knuckles and massage the bottoms of my feet. You can use your thumbs too. Just feels really good. Really get the arches of our feet, because some of us with high arches don't use that part a lot, so sometimes we just need a little self-care in that area. And now we're going to place our hands right above our feet. Our hands are facing our feet. And we're gonna bend our elbows slightly. Our shoulders should be straight and down, as far away from your ears as possible. So you shouldn't be crouched up. Straight down. Straight. And you're gonna bend your elbows. Lean back and up. And lean back. And come back up. Lean back. Come up. One more time. Exhale. Now we're going to come back out. Up onto our knees, up onto our hands. Tuck your toes. Stretch it out. Feet should be a little, not sore, but yeah, sore. And we're gonna send our hips up into downward facing dogs. Pedal it out. And now we're gonna put our feet on each side of the mat. Bend our knees generously. And we're gonna sway our hips from left to right. And now we're going to straighten the legs into plank and bend. Straighten to plank, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Stay here. Bend the knees all the way to the ground, slowly. And now you're going to walk your knees to your hands. Sit down. Your back is straight up. Hands back in front of you. Back to plank. Send your legs out. And now we're going to slowly lower and come into an up dog. Take a couple breaths here. Send your hips back into child's pose. And a couple breaths here. You can sway your head from left to right. That always feels good on your forehead. Now come back up to all fours. Tuck the toes. Meet me in down dog. Now, bending the knees generously, we're going to take the left hand and bring it to our right ankle or our right knee. Looking under the shoulder or under the armpit and up. And switch. Right hand, left ankle or knee. Look up and under the armpit. And back up. Now we're going to lift the left leg. Bring it into your nose, towards your nose, and up into a lunge. Lower your knee. And just sit here for a minute, rocking back and forth. With your right hand grounding to the grounding on the floor, we are going to lift our left hand all the way up and down towards the right. We're going to tuck the toe, lift the leg and pivot. Pivot the left foot too, so now both of your feet are facing forward. And just let your head go, drop it. You can bend your left knee and straighten the right and switch. Breathe in and out. And sway. And now we're going to bend the knees and gently roll up. Sending your hands by your side and directly up and out. Star pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, send your arms back down. Roll back down. And now we're going to come back to the lunge. So pivot your feet back. Walk your hands back on each side of your left foot. Bend your knee. And now we're going to send the left leg back out. Straighten your right knee. Left knee goes up and down. And now the other leg. Send your right leg up, in towards your nose, and up in between your hands. Bend the knee. Now the right arm goes up. And down. Now we're going to tuck the toes, walk out to the center, pivot, And bend those knees left to right. Both toes should be facing forward. Sway left to right. Bend the knees, drop the pelvis, roll up. Hands by your side. And push your hands back and up to the sides, star pose. Now, gonna roll or bring the hands back down and gently roll back down. And now bend the knees, pivot the feet, bend your knee. Rock back and forth. Now ground your hands to the mat. Lift your foot, or check your toes in. Lift your leg, send the right leg out, up and out, and back down. Now we're back in downward facing dog. Just generously bend the knees. Make sure your back is nice and flat. Sway left to right. Take a couple deep breaths. Okay, now bend the knees. Come down to all fours. And wiggle your body left to right. Find what feels good. Now come seated, any seated position that you like. We're going to put our hands on our thighs and breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Now, slowly come to your backs, lay on your back. And bring your knees in, hug them in. Make sure your shoulders are nice and flat, straight back. Zola is snoring. And now you're going to reach to your feet. You can either grab the inner arches of your feet or the outer side of your feet. And you're going to kick your feet up, soles of your feet facing the ceiling. And this is a really good hip opener. Wiggle your toes. Your shoulders should be nice and flat on the mat. And here you can rock side to side. This is called Happy Baby Pose. And let go of your feet. Brush your hands down your legs until you get to your knees. Grab onto your knees and bring your knees out to the side. Elbows down onto the mat if you can. And now you're going to rotate kind of like half circle. Bring them down. One knee goes down, the other up, and switch. And don't forget to breathe through this process. And now bring your feet to the mat. Your hands down, palms facing up. And just gently tick-tock your knees, lift left to right. You can close your eyes and just listen to my voice. And now bring your legs flat onto the ground, onto your mat. Palms are still facing up. Find a nice, comfortable position. You can roll your shoulders inwards. Take a deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, big inhale. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth. And now breathe to your own rhythm. And really feel your body, the weight of your body laying on the ground. Let go of your tongue muscles. Just relax them. And your eyebrow muscles, we tend to put a lot of stress and frown a lot without realizing. Just try to relax all your face muscles, your eyebrows, your lips, your cheeks. Your nose. Give your nose a little wiggle. And relax everything in your face. Your neck. Relax your neck. And your shoulders. Give your shoulders a nice little wiggle here. And relax them down to your arms. Relax all the muscles in your arms. And your elbow, your forearms, your hands, your palms. Wiggle your fingers lightly. You can feel the muscles in your hands, your bones moving. And now gently stop and just relax your hands and relax your fingers. And now take a deep inhale and feel your chest fill with air. Feel your lungs expand. And exhale. Feel your lungs empty out all the air. Inhale, lots of love in. Exhale, lots of love out. And now we're gonna go down a little more, feel our belly buttons well, our belly button. We only have one. But feel, if you blow out your stomach and in, feel that. Feel your muscles expand and your skin stretch. Inhale, blow your stomach out. Exhale in. Now just breathe normally to your own pace. Feel your hips now, your hip bones. You can wiggle your hips to feel it. And now stop wiggling and just try to feel your hips without moving. And now your thighs. You can squeeze your thighs to feel them. Feel all the muscles in your thighs. And now stop squeezing and just lay still. Try to feel your thighs without moving. And now your knees. You can, I guess it's like squeezing your thighs too. You feel your knees. Squeeze them, move them. And now stop and try to feel them without moving them. And now moving down to our shins. Feel the energy, the muscle, the bone in your shins. Moving down to our ankles. You can wiggle your feet to feel them. Just a couple times so you take awareness of your ankles and then stop and try to really feel your ankles without moving them. And now the heels of your feet. Just rock your heels back and forth, or left to right, tick-tock them. And now stop and take awareness of your heels. And now the balls of your feet. And now your toes, wiggle your toes, and stop. Try to feel your toes without moving them. And now we're just gonna lay here. Keep steady, keep calm, relax all your muscles in your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. And now just lay here, keeping calm. Tola, excuse my dog. And stay here, take a couple more breaths. And gently open your eyes. Lift your knees up. And slowly look around you. Take awareness of what is around you. My lovely dog is on me. And if you have pets or fur babies, just take a minute to love them if they are around you. And bring your hands together. Oh, baby. Bring your hands together. Thumbs to forehead, your third eye. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have a good day. Namaste.